Good morning. So it's Wednesday, December the 9th, 2015. Um, I'm at home this morning for a little while. I'm going to go into the shop later on. I just haven't gotten myself up and running yet for the day. I was kind of thinking what I'd talk about today is I talk about kind of what people deal with seasonally. Um, we're coming into the holiday season. Regardless of your faith, there's a holiday for pretty much everyone going on right now. Um, Predominantly Christmas. It's really hard to ignore that there's Christmas everywhere in the stores. And if you are of a faith that doesn't practice Christmas, it can be kind of hard for you. Um, which is just the beginning of this season can be kind of hard for you. Uh, like I know that when I first started taking the label of pagan as my spiritual faith, I felt really excluded, primarily because pagans really are excluded during this time of the year as far as commercially goes. It's extremely difficult to find um, like holiday cards. Like, I love to send holiday cards. It's really hard to find holiday cards that are happy holidays or season's greetings without being Merry Christmas. Um, and because I have because I have piano students of many different faiths, I like to have cards that say season's greetings and happy holidays because like, I don't want to give my Jewish kids a Merry Christmas card. It's just insulting, especially if I know specifically that they do not celebrate Christmas. Why would I give them a Christmas card? Um, but it is hard to see, and I think even from a Christian standpoint, I think a lot of Christians are very frustrated with this as well, that the commercialization of Christmas is so prevalent over the intention of Christmas, and that Christmas is so prevalent over the intention of the season, period. Um, what I mean by that is, it kind of stinks when you walk into the stores and everything is centered around the biggest and best and most expensive gifts, and big technology, and things that you drop a lot of money on. And in reality, no matter what your faith is, this is a time of togetherness. This is a time when you're supposed to be, with your family, with the loved ones in your world, and sharing gifts that are greater than the sum of their monetary parts. We forget this. For pagans, this is the time of winter solstice, so we're coming into, actually, we're already into, but we're deepening into this season of storytelling, the season of dark. Um, this is the time historically when the families didn't have as much work to do outside because it was too cold. The animals weren't breeding; it was too cold. The plants weren't growing; everything was dead outside. So the families gathered around their hearths, and they told stories, and they did games, and they sang songs, and this is where your culture got passed on. And we've definitely lost that, I think. I mean, yeah, there's still people who will go out there and do caroling, and there are still people who believe that Christmas Eve should be spent around the fire of the house. But it seems like, culturally, it seems like we've really lost that. We've replaced it with cell phones, smartphones, and computers, which still keeps us together, but keeps us together in a very different way. Um, I had a purpose behind this. I think I think what I would like to ask you guys to do is, I want you to look around yourselves. I want you to look around at your base of friends and your base of family, the people that you really enjoy being around, the people that you really love. I want you to look around at them and see who's having a hard time this season. Um, I just mentioned the spiritual aspects. With it getting darker out, a lot of us go into a season of depression known as SAD or SADS, and this is seasonal affective disorder. And this literally means that some of us are affected by the fact that there's less sunlight, there's less exposure to outside, to fresh air. You feel limited and trapped in a house because it's so cold outside. And for some of us, it really hurts when it's cold outside. Like, I go through a lot of pain. The colder it gets, the worse I hurt. And this has been going on for a long time, many, many years. So a lot of us actually find ourselves becoming quite depressed at this time of the year. And then when you couple in the holiday, many of us have bad histories with Christmas time, with rough family situations or non-ideal holidays from the past. The holidays can be a really hard time. And, like, I'm separated from my family. My dad lives down in Kansas. I don't get to see him anywhere near enough. Holidays can be kind of rough for me. My grandmother's gone. My grandfather's gone. The family members that I was closest to, I can't be close to during the holidays. It's very sad for me. I don't necessarily enjoy that part of the holidays because the things that always made my holidays so special, I don't have. I'm making new traditions. I'm making new happiness with my husband. We've been working on this for, however many years we've been together now, the 1,000,005 we've been together now. But the truth of it is, this is a hard time for a lot of people. And many of the people that are my age, that are my generation, we're starting to lose our parents. We're losing our grandparents. We're starting to lose family members due to age. And it's always hard to have that first or second Christmas without mom or grandma or dad or, whoever it is that you've just recently lost. So kind of look around you, see who's around you and who's having a hard time and struggling, and just try to do some extra nice things for them. Plate of cookies, prayer shawl, just a card, even if you just had a little card, and maybe got something that was extra special, something extra sparkly, and pass that on to them, just with a note in it that says, hey, I see you, I'm thinking of you, I hope your season brightens up a little. You can come talk to me if you need to talk to me. But primarily, I want you to kind of look around you and make notice of the people who most need you close to you right now. And just give them a little extra love during the holidays. I'm keeping this short and sweet today. That's really my only message. Yeah. Find somebody to give an extra hug to during the holidays. Make it a goal. Find an extra someone every day. Find one person every day that needs a hug. And I mean needs a hug. Really does. And if they're like me and they don't necessarily want a hug from everybody, make a small gesture that just brightens their day up, okay? So, yep, that's my message. Do a little kindness, do a little happiness for somebody. And I hope you all have a really wonderful week, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Bye.